Welcome to the After 8 Hours podcast, featuring Jack 1620
Hello, hello.
and Jay Titan. That would be myself.
Indica.
Welcome. How are you doing at the end of July?
I'm doing great. I think GoFest was fucking awesome. Minus day two. I wasn't feeling day two too much.
I think you're fit for day two.
But I am happy that they're shiny dinos, part of the Ultra Unlock event, part one.
That's
so
pretty cool.
I'm digging the dinos, so that has me pretty happy.
So it was really interesting because they're like, oh, by the way, like GoFest happened, and then they're doing the Ultra Unlocks, which is kind of similar to what they've done in the past. But it's like, well, why couldn't that just be part of the whole package?
Of GoFest?
Yeah. But at the same time, it is what it is. They want to keep players engaged, so it's like a little dangle out little things here and there. And so it is nice. It's interesting that we got, I feel like, more new things from like the Ultra Unlocks.
Yeah.
And then GoFest was at least better than, say, the Kanto event. Like the Saturday for us was really nice. The first day, we were able to get downtown. We had a nice little reprieve. Like we could just chill in my office for a little bit. We could do like, there was a good game plan going into it. It was pretty warm.
Hot.
There was a lot of people. It was really interesting. Like we're downtown. We see the remnants of the MLB baseball All-Star game. They try to like pretty up downtown and like all the major thoroughfares. And then so you saw the remnants, all the art and stuff down there.
Yeah.
And then
especially down at the Central Park.
Yeah, the Civic Center Park.
Is the Civic Center? Okay, always mess that up.
Civic Center. But anyway, yeah, because it's near the Capitol.
Yeah.
And then so there's like little tents around that I guess Niantic had duped volunteers into working for their
they seem pretty jolly.
They're pretty genuine about it. It seemed like they wanted to play, and I imagine they probably got some kind of compensation for it. Because like some of them, it's just like the one tent in the middle of the Civic Center part, like no shade whatsoever. They had tent, which is nice, but it's just like if you're there for the 8 hours or whatever, that feels a little miserable.
No, I didn't see a cooler for water. I didn't
see exactly
little mini seating accommodations.
People who just like tag them in, tag them out, or whatever. They had like funny, silly little photo op things. So they like had the cardboard cutouts of all the team leaders.
I like the little poster that they had of GoFest over there.
The other art posters and stuff. And
those are better simply because like you could actually pose and people were pretty respectful to like let you do your shit. But it was just there wasn't a lot of people there. I think they're more deterred because there was obviously it was right next to the homeless population that was down there, which again, if you ever had run-ins with homeless, especially in Denver, Colorado, the main things is avoid eye contact if you don't want to deal. Again, they're still fucking people, but just know they're just like trainers in Pokemon Go. If you don't want to deal with people, don't make eye contact.
You don't want that smoke.
Yeah. Also, just don't engage. If you hear them yelling and shit, just leave them the fuck alone.
Let them live their life.
Like I was listening to one conversation, just chuckling because we're doing like I think the Dino raid.
We're waiting for a raid.
Yeah.
We're on the corner.
And this dude's talking to himself, which is pretty commonplace. And some random dude is like, "Hey, like, what are you yelling at?" And the homeless dude is literally like, "Are you talking to me while I'm talking to myself? Do you want to get on this?" And I'm just like, "Bruh, like, just let him talk to himself. If he's angry, let him talk to himself. It's a-okay."
It wasn't like a physical altercation, but it got really weird.
Yeah, like really it got fast. Tense.
So I was just like,
unnecessarily.
Let's not do that. But yeah, just like it's hard to ignore, I guess, if that's the way you want to look at it. But at the same time, like that, I mean, unfortunately, that's part of every city. That's not exclusive to us. That's not exclusive to other cities. Every city is going to have a homeless population. And I wish we would do better to help take care of them.
And thank the volunteers that were down there who were giving food out to them. Like that was dope.
Yeah, there's a lot of actual nice bouts of humanity happening. It was nice to see. But like I said, it was really interesting. Because I haven't seen that many people in one spot before. Not homeless, but just like in general, like down 16th or whatever.
Oh yeah.
For GoFest, it was really interesting to see how many people were there. We met people that we hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah, true.
We saw Alphanumeric Joe, Brian. He was there, so hard to miss with his kilt and everything. So
indeed.
I was like, damn, I need to get in on the kilt gang because
gang
that shit's comfortable.
Just like short shorts, like hey guys.
Oof. And then other trainers around that we haven't seen since like the PvP / tournament days. some other people, and then like I was looking at people's posts on like their social media, so like Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and they're like, hashtag Pokemon Go Colorado or adding Pokemon Go Colorado and stuff like that, sharing them. So it was like really interesting to be like, hey, everyone else is down there. And then I was starting to get gifts from other trainers in the that I haven't interacted with like in a year or a year and a half.
People not opening their fucking gifts.
I was like, oh wait, you gave me that was a gift from they got it during GoFest, but they were also downtown with us. We just didn't run into them. But it was like really interesting to see. So I mean, I was glad that players were able to get out and start enjoying themselves and then enjoy the game. Even it was pretty warm.
For those of you that brought umbrellas, good job.
It's like you had your umbrella, we had water, we were good to go for the most part. I should have got a fucking haircut, but that's aside the point. It was pretty good. It was fun. Saturday was cool. We spent a few hours downtown. It was nice for us because we just parked and took the light rail, so using that public transit, which is nice. I like using the light rail. I think more cities should have some similar sort of transportation systems.
That's true.
Some of them get them, some of them don't. Some of them are really bad, others not so much. But I think Denver's is pretty decent. The bus system still needs work, but the light rail system's pretty cool. Anywho, getting into the Pokemon stuff. Saturday was pretty nice. The shiny rates were nice. Better than when we went to Chicago, at least for me.
Yes. Like how better.
So that was nice. Got some really fun shinies, I think, that I wanted. Obviously, I wanted to see more.
I lost a shiny A-Rod on the light rail. I was so sad.
Well, the light rail ride, like Chris's account on the light rail ride, just getting like 8 shinies or whatever.
Yeah, it was insane.
I got a couple on that one too, so it was really interesting. Like it's like gearing towards the end of the event or end of the day.
Then they were popping.
It was just like, oh, let's throw the trainers a bone. It's just like, well, let's just keep all shiny rates that high. I don't see why not. But anyway, it was really interesting. It was really fun. And then Sunday was the raid day, which was okay. I mean, it was kind of weird because like,
what?
It was another one where I felt like people had to try to gather and try to coordinate raids because it wasn't like I could see a raid over at the park, for instance, and like I wasn't out playing as much as like we did on Saturday.
Yeah, but I was.
Say I saw a part, raid at the park over there. It's not like I could just hop in over there because it's like, oh, it's a 5-star raid. To hop in, and it's me, and it's maybe one other person, and I can invite people via the remote pass, but it's just like, I don't care. Like the Dialga and whatever before being shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people were trying to get other ones that like we talked about it in the last podcast, it was just like, why are you trying for that so hard?
Yeah, and I'm glad it worked out for the Ultra Unlock that those like Dialga and Palkia are going to be the 2 that will be shiny for these events. So for me, I went to AMC, and it was actually dope. Like, initially when I pulled in, it was me and, like, one other car, so I was like, shit, I hope a lot of people aren't in fucking Denver. Because I didn't want to, like...
Or, like, watch Parker.
Yeah, I didn't want to go... I didn't want to go to all those places. Plus, I just like AMC because the gyms are relatively close.
So like 4 of them? Or 5 of them? Like really, like
there's
in our walking.
Yeah, trail. There's 5 of them within the
like 1,
area. Because there's Phil the Blue, there's a Spiral, then there's the 2 in the Zero Escape, and then there's one further off.
Yeah, that one by the fire station.
Yeah, by the firehouse. Yeah. So there's those 5 that are within close proximity, and so I was just like, all right, my main focus is catching Pokemon, or catching just wild Pokemon, which sadly for day 2 was pretty shitty. Like. Even on Chris's account, I had that just going auto catch, auto stops, and I got a shiny Gibble, and I'm like, bruh, like this is shit. And I was like, whatever, I'll do a few raids, and I'll be there. People need some help, and I actually ran into the Pelk family, so they were pretty dope, and I just hung out with them, and it was sweet. And then more people started showing up. Like I saw Miss Moore, Richie, I saw Phil. And hope he gets better. He had a fall. Hope he's recovering well. And a bunch of other trainers started showing up, which I was hoping for because the gyms are close. They did what we talked about in the previous podcast of the rotations. They were just fucking weird. So it was like every 17 minutes they'd rotate, and then you have a 3-minute weird lull.
Yeah.
And then the egg would be there. And I'm like, why not just have it continuous? Like, to where there's no lulls. It's hatch and then or it's go. Once it's done, another egg should start. Pretty much.
Well, why even worry about eggs?
Well, it's just the rotations were nice.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Well, what I'm saying is like why they shouldn't even be an egg on the gym.
Well, if it is, it should just like hatch.
That's what I mean. Like, it should just be the Pokemon, and you just 20 minutes in between.
Yeah, that would have been much smoother. But I give them again another trial, and that was just our forecast. So hopefully, maybe someone will listen to the podcast.
Oh, they do.
And just do it that way. But the raids itself weren't bad. I feel like the IV rates were way fucking better. So like Jacob, he got a fucking 100% Mewtwo. Like fuck you there. But I got 2 shinies. I know a bunch of other people that got 100%. So I was like, that's fucking dope. So it made it worthwhile.
Nice. Like I did a few raids.
Yeah.
Which they were nice catches, but it's just like I wasn't necessarily incentivized. I was hoping. Because at the end of day 1, the loading screen changed and you saw Hoopa.
Oh, I was having so much fun clicking little things. I was like, is Hoopa just gonna pop out?
Yeah, and then you had the quest on the second day was like the mystery of strange rings, which is a Hoopa reference.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, if you don't know who Hoopa is, it's a really interesting Pokemon, kind of like a genie Pokemon. Has 2 forms. There's a whole movie about it. It's actually hilarious. I like quoting it because it sounds really silly. Because he's like, "Oh, there, Hoopa ring," and then he does his ability. It's funny. But anyway, I wanted to see Hoopa in the game. I was like, "Oh, are we gonna get not only Meloetta, which her time to shine in the
cool.
the first day, but then like a secret Hoopa? That would have been rad, dude.
I'm wondering if that's what's coming for the Ultra Unlock.
I imagine
it's probably going to be him.
But it's just like that would have been super cool.
That would have been.
At the end of Sunday, they're like, "Oh, by the way,
Hoopa."
I was like, "Wait, Hoopa?"
That would have been awesome.
But anyway, so I was a little sad that they didn't do anything with that. But like you said, it's a build up, right? They're going to be doing the Ultra Unlocks, and then we'll get to the.
I think over the course of GoFest, I think what I read was like Niantic made like 15 mil in that weekend alone.
Like money?
Yeah, 15 million. In that weekend alone.
Sounds a little low.
Well, with the raid passes and everything like that, still like, and again, they did the players a solid by giving them the opportunity to get it.
Yeah.
The only little qualm I had was that you always had to, after the raid, go back and immediately like claim that prize for that remote pass, or else it wouldn't just kind of like cumulatively add up to be like, oh, you did all these raids, here, just like retroactively pop them up.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked, but other than that, like the raid and the weird egg thing, the raids went smoothly. Like we'd do our battles, do our stuff. AMC was dope because once the people started to converge on that location, then it was just like, hey, we're hobbying here. So I like made a new player friend named Mark, sup man, and he was pretty legit. Like he like helped us out on a few, and then he just kind of like joined the little squad.
Nice.
And all of us at AMC were just huddling by trees because people's phones were getting hot because it was a hot ass day. And
yeah,
really
even on the first day, my phone was like overheating.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
That's why I was glad we went to your office because I was just like chilled on the granite floor. I was like, yes, beach. But it was dope for that. And then afterward, I was like, okay, maybe I could just catch these shinies just in the wild. And the shiny rates were just abysmal. They got rid of the typing hour stuff, which sucked. So I was just like, it was just kind of Pokemon. Like, sure, I got more Dinos, but the shiny rates again were trash, except for the legendaries, which is the focal point.
Because they wanted you to raid more than.
It makes sense. I kind of just wish raiding wasn't part of that. I just wanted to catch shit. Like that was my whole focal point. I didn't even Eclipse fill up my bag after deleting all those mons. Like, and that was my goal.
Didn't fill up his bag. That's kind of weird.
I know. For shame. Like I cleared out 800 Pokemon.
Though, like, and again, like I understand raiding's a big part of the game, especially the social aspect of Pokemon Go. Yes. But for like I said on Sunday, I couldn't go out and really like join everyone and play. I had to play mostly from home because I was working. So I could do remote raids. I could join in on people's remote raids, or I could invite people to a remote raid or whatever. But that was how I got to play. So in that aspect, like going to AMC was really beneficial because you had a little crew. So you can jump kind of gym to gym, and there was 5 gyms, so it was a nice rotation or whatever. Not too many gyms. You don't have to like, because I'm just trying to imagine like Wash Park has like 60 something gyms, right? Like
no, it has 11.
11? Oh, 60 something.
It has 61 stops,
but it's like,
11 gyms.
So there's 11 gyms or whatever at Wash Park, right? So then like you see the Pokemon you actually want to raid for here, and then the next rotation, the Pokemon you still want to raid for is like over there, and it's just like
Shit.
the Pokemon you don't want on this side, so you got to run across Wash Park.
Yeah.
Versus the 5 is a nice because it's rotating every like 17 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That should be enough time to get technically all 5 in if you're walking like at a good pace.
Yeah.
If
So
you really wanted to, but if you don't want to, you can still miss one and you can still get the other one that's across the way in time.
Mhm.
So I feel like AMC is kind of the perfect storm for that. But anyway, like I just didn't get an opportunity to be able to go out and play like that.
because
So-
you're working.
So my day 2 Go Fest wasn't as eventful. It really wasn't. I caught a couple of the wild Pokemon, but like you said, it's just like, oh, okay, well, hooray for more of this or more of that. You know, give me the Bidoofs back or something. I don't know, but you know, but really though, it was really kind of interesting. So I'm kind of with you there. I kind of wish the rating aspect wasn't what the focus of day 2 on. Like it would have been nice if it was like catch Pokemon on day 1 and day 2, but like if you're gonna try to get people to do 2 different days or both days worth of Go Fest stuff, and I get it, raid passes you get money. Like Niantic made money off of raid passes, versus I don't know how much money they make on a more catching specific event. Sprinkle in the raids still like have like enticing Pokemon in the raids, and it was kind of nice, you know, like the people that haven't been able to catch those legendaries.
The only Pokemon I didn't see that
Um,
was in our area was fucking Moltres.
then we'll-
I never saw a Moltres. Like, saw Zapdos, saw Articuno, saw Azelf. I knew I wasn't going to see the
I
other
really wish that
other
would have been
sprites.
locked.
Yeah, that was a silly move because a lot of people were actually really upset about that. I was like, yeah, you still got to have buddies in other countries.
Yeah, because those are
Can't
the
bite you.
ones that I still wanted to catch
Yeah,
more of.
well,
Was the Lake
I giggled because now, after GoFest ended, there's a lot more PP or PP.
PP.
a lot more people using Poke Genie
Oh, of
to
course.
do these raids. Like, I'm seeing it all over Festival Plaza now. Of like, hey, look what I caught in France. I was like, imagine this is what the spoofers feel like to just
Oh,
be able to do these raids when you fucking
but
feel
it's-
like it. Like,
it's not as frowned upon because it's legal.
legal. Yeah, like, well, technically, you have a friend who you've never seen or spoken to add you, and think about it. Like, do you think those people are playing legitimately, or are those bots?
Well, until Niantic shuts down Poke
Poke
Genie,
Genie.
because
Then it's gonna be
it's an
all
exploit of their friends
legal.
list or whatever. It's legal technically. You know what, Niantic, hear me out.
Leave it.
Just leave it, and in fact, just make trading global.
Well, there was that talk.
Just
I don't know
make
if you
trading
remember
global.
on Saturday
Okay.
where one of the guys was saying that remote raid passes are going to be phased out, and they want people to get back to physically raiding again.
I believe that.
I don't like that kind of has me a little bit slightly concerned, but also I can see it.
I can see it. I don't. I feel like they gotta. Like, I'd love to see the numbers. I feel like they gotta make money on remote raid passes.
Remote raid passes have to be their bread and
If
butter.
you got rid of remote raid passes, that would clean up the whole like, you know, world exclusive or region exclusive Pokemon / using Poke Genie to try to catch Pokemon. But I mean, like, if that's how people are enjoying the game, or able to get the things that they want, instead of, you know, we can't travel to Japan. We tried.
We've tried.
Twice.
Twice.
We've tried.
We're still locked out of the country.
Like, guess what?
Fucking world.
You know, the Pangea happened, and we're just like, bro, like, we can't even
You don't
travel.
know about Banshee.
So I want, even if I want to go travel to go catch a Pokemon, which, you know, that's tertiary. I'm there to travel and have fun. But Pokemon Go, I'll still be playing. But point is like, even if we really wanted to, we can't. Without the remote raid passes, without something like Poke Genie to do that. I don't use Poke Genie because I have most of the Pokemon I want in different areas,
Mhm.
except for like, I still want Lake Spirits. But
Yeah.
like,
Those are cool.
you know, for the most part, it's just like whatever. But I don't care if you use it. I'm just saying Niantic, buy into it. First of all,
Yeah.
don't get rid of remote raid passes. Fucking let us hold 5 or more. I mean, you can hold 5 technically if you do it right, but let us hold more. People will buy them. They'll keep buying them. I love having remote raid passes because I can raid with one of my best friends in Japan. Actually.
And then actually just let us fucking just make it a pass instead
just
of
like a-
separate. Yeah.
Oh, just like let me use
so you
like,
can use it
regular
close
raid
or
pass.
far. It's just
Yeah.
a pass.
And then like do that, and then like I said, just fuck it. Unlock global trading. You know you can do it.
Don't be bitches.
If I can join my friend for a raid across the world, I can send my friend a Psyduck. You know, come on, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I hear no lies here.
Just do it. And you can keep the stupid, I don't want you to, but you can keep the stupid special trade rule. You can keep, like, whatever. Just unlock trading. Because I'm getting, I have been opening gifts.
I have seen.
I have been opening
I'm
gifts.
just like, he better be opening them now.
I still have friends that we met last year in Chicago, friends that are like in St. Louis and North Carolina and shit. I'm getting gifts from them. What if I get lucky? I have no way to contact them. I can't trade them. It'd be nice if I could just send them a trade request. It's like, oh, J Titan wants to trade with you. They hit OK, and then I like pop up Pokemon, or like I have to do some kind of weird spelling nonsense. It's like I pop up a Pokemon that starts with TR.
To me, should let you select everything you're looking for, and then they do everything they're looking for.
All right.
And what you're willing to offer up.
Oh, there's kind of like a system like that with the main Pokemon.
I know, right? It's so weird.
Trade network or something like that. You know,
like the systems exist. It's just a matter of Niantic actually.
That and like what is it? It's not mystery trading or whatever.
The global trading system?
What is it called where you can just send random shit? Yeah.
It's global trading.
Well, there's one where you can like actually trade with someone, and then there's another one where you just like get a random trade.
Wonder Trade.
Wonder Trade. There you go. Wonder Trade.
Wonder Trade.
I would love Pokemon Go Wonder Trade. I think it would be hilarious.
If Niantic even charged like a $5 pass to use it for like a month.
Wonder Trade for a month. Oh, you imagine monthly like battle passes? Like they do with like Call of Duty. That's why most of those games monetize.
If they let us do that for like a monthly thing, like you can monthly global trade, it just costs $5.
Yeah.
Cool. I could do my trades in the month because most likely a lot of us aren't sitting on 30 plus Lucky Friends, international Lucky Friends.
No.
It'd be dope to be able to set up that system to be able to trade with them.
Yeah, it'd be fun, and I would probably be the chaotic one to do Wonder Lucky trades. Like, oh, I have a Lucky trade with this person. Here's a Wonder trade.
Especially if you have it for the month and you can do 100 trades a day. Yeah, you better fucking believe I'll just be Wonder shit.
Speaking of which, fuck it, we'll just go there. I'm curious to see when Niantic borrows that style of monetization, because in a lot of free-to-play games or games that are like that, so you see it with like Call of Duty Warzone and stuff. There's these things, they're called battle passes.
Okay.
So essentially, for 3 or 4 months, you pay $10, $15 for this pass, and you work your way through it. So it's like, how we got to level 50?
Mm-hmm.
There's like quests. So basically, you level up the battle pass. So it levels up separately from your like game level per se.
Okay.
So let's say there's 100 levels on this battle pass. It's like catch 20 Pokemon to get to level 2, catch 20 Pokemon to get to level 3, or do other things to get to certain levels to level up the battle pass. So it'd be like a special research essentially.
All right.
But then like every time you hit a new level, you get an unlock. So it's like, oh, I'm level 90 on my battle pass. I got I know it pissed people off, but like Lucha Libre Pikachu or something like that. Or I got another chance at the Rockstar Pikachu or something like that, or Popstar. So it's like people, and again, that's monetization. It's one of those people will be like, oh, it's pay to win, which that's a whole other argument. But like, it'd be really interesting. I'm surprised they haven't done it, but maybe if they're trying to work on it and they'll implement it, because like that's a quick way for these companies with these types of games to just earn assloads of money. They made 15 mil off of a really simple for them to implement event. Like GoFest, for all intents and purposes, they didn't have to really change the formula much from last year's remote version of it.
Yeah. True.
So like, and there's still a good amount of coding. There's new Pokemon. There's new things they had to put in there. But at the same time, like they didn't overhaul any systems. They didn't really change much. It all worked the same. You got your ticket to play for the day. Things were unlocked for you. Things were unlocked for people that didn't have the pass. And it worked very similarly. So it's just like, they made 15 million doing the same thing over again. So I'm kind of curious to see if they did do something like a battle pass. Like, okay, so the seasons, that's what I kind of thought was happening with the seasons. It's like, well, for this season, I forgot what the season is now, Season of Friendship or whatever nonsense. It's like, for this season, here's a battle pass for the next 3 months. You get 3 months to level up this battle pass. You get 3 months to get to level 100 or whatever on your battle pass. And 100 is a nice number for Pokemon because, in the mainstay RPGs, you get to max levels 100 for your Pokemon. So
true.
You get to level yourself up. So you have your main trainer rank, which right now would be 50 if you're max level like yourself. Um, and then you have a battle pass rank that you have on the side. So it's another just level or reason for me to actually want to keep playing the game.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and like I said, at every like 5 or 10 levels, there's like a big chase, something that you really want.
And see, that could be cool if it could incorporate something with the gymming itself, to where it's like you get X amount of points from battling people in gyms.
Mm-hmm.
That way, people like Dan and Teresa, who battled gyms notoriously back in the day, would have a new vigor or new fire to want to like, let me get back on that shit and let Aurora know we're still around.
Yeah.
Like,
because think about it, like say you spend $10-15, that's pretty normal for a battle pass in those games. Like I said, it lasts about 3-4 months.
Okay.
Whatever their seasonal thing is. So like say, yeah. So it's like, oh, with the battle pass, if you gym or you fight gyms, you get to level up your battle pass. You get this much experience for your battle pass there, and then like you can keep your coins, or you get your coins from the gym itself. But on the battle pass, you reach level 10, they give you 100 coins. Or you reach a different level. That's another way to implement coins into the game or whatever. And like you don't feel as bad because yes, you paid for the battle pass, but your payouts are based off of how much you play the game.
Yeah.
Are you incentivized to hit those? So when you get to like level 50 is a big milestone. So maybe it's 500 coins, or maybe it's like maybe that's not a good one. Maybe it's like you get another chance at Armored Mewtwo that can be shiny, or other things like that, or like there's a special Pokemon that is in the battle pass.
And like that's what's cool about even the Go League right now is like once you get to a certain level, you could possibly encounter legendaries that are currently active.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope because I was able to get Deoxys and Mewtwo's without having to go do an actual raid.
Yeah.
So I saved a pass and just got to fight like I regularly would. Stuff like that is dope, and the battle pass can unlock things like that. So I think it's good that you put that out there into the world.
Whether you like that system or not, just know that it's probably inevitable for monetization of this type of game. I personally would be okay with it because I feel like it incentivized me more to play. Ian and I, we play League of Legends, for instance.
Okay.
League of Legends has the same, has a battle pass system. He buys a battle pass every time a new event comes out, and that incentivizes him to play more games. He plays League of Legends pretty consistently, regardless of how toxic that game can be. So, he plays it because he likes to get value, and like battle passes generally incentivize you to play more and then get more value out of it. Because obviously, you pay $15 and you only do the first 10 levels, probably not worth it. You pay $15, but you can get to level, 100, and the total value of that battle pass is more like $100 worth of whatever.
Okay.
Because you get Pokeballs, you get bag space, you get coins or whatever. Then like that, the incentivization is there to get better value on your return.
I'm just wondering, so kind of just analyzing how GoFest went.
Yeah.
How past GoFests went. How the Kanto event went, and right now looking at the Ultra Unlock event.
Okay.
Right now, a lot of the concepts, like you mentioned, the concept hasn't really changed from the events. It's like we catch a number of Pokemon, we do a number of raids. It unlocks something for us that we've never had before. Just a Mon, not a new feature, but just a Mon itself.
Yeah. I'm
wondering if for next year, if the world gets its act together in terms of like COVID and shit.
Okay.
Hopefully COVID calms the fuck down. But if we do have to go into another lockdown, we go into another lockdown, whatever. If in terms of new features for the game, if they could do something like a battle pass or give a new feature to the game, because obviously we saw that they reinvigorated the graphics. We have the sunset star thing for Hoopa for that brief moment in time.
Yeah.
Which is really pretty. I thought that was a good addition for that moment.
I did like it.
It shows they can do a whole environment change in an instant when they feel like it.
Yeah.
With even the music itself, the music wasn't overwhelming. It was really nice, so that was a nice touch. The graphics, the confetti in that wasn't overwhelming to they're like slowing down my phone. That's another thing I kept in mind. Was how was this affecting just gameplay? And it wasn't. Everything went smoothly. I didn't hear anyone having any shutdowns or things glitching out like it did the first time around. So kudos fucking there. But again, it'd be good. And again, it wasn't overwhelming with like all the social events of tag, hashtag GoFest 2021 for blah blah blah.
Or it didn't require you to have a Twitter to unlock.
Yes.
Or vote on things.
That was so dumb. I'm glad they took that shit out.
This shit was
So thank you for that.
okay.
It's but again, for 2022, it would be cool if they implemented something like some sort of pass, or maybe GoFest is more than just the weekend.
Yeah.
Like have events leading up to it, and then you get a certain marker, and maybe that unlocks some abilities for you for GoFest itself, like more higher shiny rates. If you want more chances here, you need to do X, Y, Z, or you need to get to this rank in the Battle League. Because that might encourage people to do elements of the game that they designed to be implemented or designed to be utilized.
True.
So, say one of these missions involved, hey, we want you to send stickers to do this. So, like, if I knew the stickers would give me some sort of incentive, I'd be like, fine, I will send them. I haven't sent that shit in a year plus. But if they were like, stickers? No, I said fuck that shit.
That's how I communicate with people.
Oh God, I don't send stickers at all. But it's one of those things like we have all these systems that just kind of sit, or like have people want to get best friends with their Pokemon. Like a lot of people stopped. A lot of people keep their one Pokemon, never switched out, which is okay. But if you want people to actually utilize the systems, you gotta give people the reason why.
Yeah,
and it'd be really cool if GoFest could encompass those different things. And again, in order to do that, it would have to be longer than just the 2 days. But you have the 2 days as like the finale. That'd be dope.
Make it like a week-long festival.
Yeah, like I don't see why they couldn't. Like, they'd make way more than 15 mil, or in that if it was a whole week's worth of stuff of like you have this, and then the team to unlock this. This team will get a special perk for the weekend.
How would you feel if they did that? So, because they squeeze everything into the 2 days, so they squeezed everything catching-wise into the first day. So they had an hour block for this biome, an hour block for this biome. If it's over a week, the first Monday is this biome, Tuesday is this biome, 3 day, Wednesday is this biome, and then like in that, those biomes have their own like little mini quests or something.
Yeah, I think that would
split it up and do things.
I think that would be cool. Maybe have the quest again extend to the end of the event.
Yeah.
So you don't feel so bad, and have the last day very much like how the December community day is like the catch-all event.
Yeah.
Have like that Friday or that Saturday be the catch-all event, where everything will be back. So in case you didn't finish your missions from the earlier week, you have that opportunity to in the strict hour biomes. Because I think I haven't heard many people complain about it being on a Saturday or a Sunday.
No.
But have the catch-all. But again, if people have like a Monday or Friday off, then they can participate in those and not feel like shit. I only have these 2 days. Instead, you have a whole week to catch things.
I think that'd be fun.
I think that'd be cool. And then like you have like the raid hours, very specific blocks of time where hey, Mewtwo's will be Monday at 6 to 7. This one
every day
this,
a special raid hour.
Yeah, that was honestly why I didn't do too many Mewtwo's, because I knew there was going to be a raid hour, and I didn't even end up doing the raid hour really.
One?
I did one. That was cool.
I mean, we had another event we were doing. So.
Yeah, like to me, way more important. But it's still it kind of gives people that break, so people who want to focus on that Pokemon could focus on it instead of like we had some people who were like, I need a Landorus, like Jacob. He's like, I need a Landorus for this fucking mission. And the next thing you know, he's like, I need Tornadus. But Tornadus was the hour before. So we're like, shit. Now I felt more inclined. I was like, now I'll stay to help you, man. Because I don't know. Many people are going to stick around for Tornadus.
Stay for Tornadus. Yeah, exactly.
But we ended up getting all the mons he needed, which is cool. And I'm glad the missions weren't like, you need to battle and catch. It's just like, you just need to battle. So that's good. It's just like do 3 raids. That was really easy to do that day.
Okay.
If you had issues with it, because they still had the 1-stars around too, so it's like I'll just fight that fucking Zigzagoon or that Ponyta. Like that's fine.
Ponyta.
It would have been cool if they had the unknowns in there for that. That would have been cool because again, a lot of people didn't get both shiny unknowns that were out F and G.
The F and G.
So, but stuff like that is like again. Those are minor critiques. Overall, the event I thought was great.
Yeah,
and a lot of people I think enjoyed it. And now that
I think it works.
Now that we're in Ultra Unlock, I think it's now just people just kind of unwinding. We got the news about August being the Eevee Community Day
which I'm
weekend.
Cool with.
I'm cool with it because again, I hope people. I know a lot of players were bitching about it. Again, the game wants to make sure people who just started could have the opportunity to get those shinies.
Well, and Eevee is like the 3rd most popular Pokemon of
Yeah.
all Pokemon.
It's probably Pikachu, Charizard, and Eevee.
That's what
right?
I'm saying. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
Pikachu, Charizard,
like-
and Eevee are your top three there.
So it's gonna be dope that they each
I'm-
have their own moves.
Yeah, I do like that.
That's
And so the
sweet.
Eevees will have the last resort or whatever, but then all the evolutions will have a special move for each.
Yeah.
And now that Sylveon's out, you can get all 8 evolutions of Eevee,
Which is dope.
which is really cool. And they even like Sylveon was one I was worried about because like you typically have to get 70 hearts with it
Yeah.
to make it your best.
I think
Your
they
best
reduced it
ever.
down to like 7.
They reduced it to 7 for the day, and it's not even just a day; it's like the whole weekend, right? It's like starts on Friday.
Yeah, they said it starts Friday.
It's like starts on Friday or something, and it goes. So you got a couple of days to do it. This is a good chance to get your Sylveons and your other ones because some of the evolutions you have to walk with like a certain distance. You have to do X, Y, and Z to get them.
Yeah.
So you'll have a lot of opportunities. I'm always down with it because I like the EVs. And I like the
So
evolutions.
the event is Friday, August 13th to Monday, August 16th. So
Yep.
starting and ending at 10 a.m. So
it
start
starts 10
Friday,
a.m. on
10 a.m.
Friday?
Yeah,
Ooh.
and then it ends Monday, 10 a.m.
Ooh.
So that's a pretty good window for you to like get
To
a
do what you
shiny.
need to for
And
the-
there's a lot of comments like, I still have all my shiny E's from 4. All right, bitch, then take that weekend off. Like,
guess who doesn't?
no one is pressuring you to do this. But again, if you're on the quest to level 50, this is a perfect time to get all your XL Eevee candies. Perfect time.
Oh, absolutely.
If you just want lucky EVs, trade those bitches up. And if you have someone who's a distance away and you want to do those, quadruple dip, get your 3 candies, the XL candy, then you get the transfer candy and more potential XL candies. It's win, 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 win. Like,
I know because I'm not 42 yet. Because
Uh-huh.
I've been really lazy. But like there's the
This
mission.
ass.
There's the mission to get to 42. It's like
yeah.
evolve every EV. Or get one of every evolution. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just wait until
Yeah.
the fucking community
So
day.
it might not benefit you as an individual,
It
but there's
benefits me.
other people who are going to benefit from it. So just fucking chill.
Take it from me. I
So,
think that's
like-
cool. I don't mind repeat community days because if they kept with the same structure that they were doing, like a rare, a starter, one gets kind of bland. And I still think it's bland in the sense of like,
The moves.
even if it's new, it's all the same moves. Like all your fucking
Yeah.
fire starters learn blast burn. That's fucking lame. Whatever. I
Whack.
don't care what anyone says. I like how they changed it up, and I don't mind these repeat ones on the popular Pokemon, but also ones like Eevee has 8 fucking evolutions. They all, and this time they all learn different moves depending on what evolution it is.
Yeah, want me to go over the moves?
Sure. Fuck it.
So, all right. So Vaporeon learns Scald, which
Cool.
is a water type, which we've never had,
That could burn.
which could burn if we had status type.
I want status effect.
Jolteon can learn Zap Cannon, which is dope because I think it just has like discharge and what?
What does it have?
Like
Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt?
or something? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's pretty basic. Flareon will learn Superpower, which is super fucking
Oh,
odd.
That's random. I like it though.
Yeah, like cool. Espeon will learn Shadow Ball,
That's
which
rad.
will be kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Umbreon can learn Psychic, which will be great against fighting types because he's a dark type.
I like the flop there. Or the
Yeah.
flip there.
The flippity flops.
Flippy floppy.
Leafeon can learn Bullet Seed, which is good.
Oh.
That's a faster one,
I
right?
like that one, yeah.
Glaceon can learn Water Pulse, which isn't bad because
Okay.
again, it can knock out fire.
Yeah.
Then you have Sylveon, which can learn Psyshock.
Ooh. Which Size Shock is a
He's
good
a
move.
psychic type, but
So
yeah, it's a faster one. And then, like you said, Eevee can have Last Resort.
Yeah, so that's already 9. I mean, if you didn't get the last EVs, that's 9 special moves that you
Yeah.
can only get for this community day. That's special evolutions that you can only get on this community day, and of course they'll probably do it in December or whatever. But you know, I like the idea, and I like
Yeah.
that newer trainers.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you have an adopted child
I
account.
have many babies.
that weren't around in the last community,
Oh, yeah.
EV community day, that now you have an opportunity to. And this will be the
Yes.
first one. I think it's the first one we can get Sylveon during the community day.
Yes.
And again, I
Well-
like the reduced cost of Sylveon because
Yeah. And me
that's
personally,
pretty tough.
I'm just trying to save up because the Elemental Cup kind of opened up my eyes to things. So the Elemental Cup had a max CP of like 500, which
Okay.
threw a lot of people off because a lot of people didn't have the Pokemon at below CP 500
Right.
to battle in it. And so like stuff that was good in that were like what Sw- what's Swanna's Ducklet?
Ducklet.
It's like Ducklet, Lotad, Bulbasaurs, stuff in the base forms. But it makes me wonder if they might have other battles or other cups to where you of 500 CP or less evolution could be possible.
Yeah.
So those are things I'm personally going to hunt for. Of like, let me see if I could catch some babies and evolve up and have them at that little cap.
That is one that's
Like-
been really interesting because I remember when they were when they did implement that, you know,
Yeah.
and they're trying to, you know, because we have their self tournaments
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, and those come up with interesting rule sets to kind of diversify Go Battle. Because if you just go in it willy vanilly or whatever and Go Battle League, it's literally just the same thing. You do 1500, 2500 or unlocked, and then if you just do that, you're gonna see the same 5 Pokemon every fucking time.
Every time.
Versus if you do these special events where, hey, it has to be 500 or lower, that's interesting. Or, you know, and obviously they can code in whatever they want. It's like you can only do EV battles, so it's only EV evolutions. Or you can only do, you know, starters or whatever. They can do those things. I do like that they're implementing those things, and I imagine a lot of that has to do with influence from how popular PvP tournaments are, like the grassroots like Silk Road type tournaments.
And stuff like that is making me kind of revamp how I like dispose of Pokemon. So even GoFest stuff, like I'm looking at Chimechos, I was like, all right, I'll get rid of all these ones. I'll keep these ones. Because I have a lot of higher power or lucky ones.
Okay.
But I don't really have any below that threshold, except like Baby Boy.
No Chimechos.
Yeah, like I have a level CP 29 one, but I'm like, I don't want to boost
Oh,
that
you
base
imagine
up.
using all the candies and
Oh god.
Stardust Seed?
But little things like that are just things I'm trying to be like keep in my mind when I go through Pokemon and I do things is like,
Yeah.
if this could be used elsewhere, what do I think? And I'm like, okay, let me adjust this. So, and it helps to keep the game fresh for me.
Yeah.
And it's not killing my box space again. I'm glad they gave those boosts. So I always anticipate those now. I'm hoping they give another boost here in a couple months.
To more backspace.
More
Poke space. Yeah. I mean, you know, Halloween's around the corner. It's already almost August.
Come on, Mimikyu.
So hopefully there's a Mimikyu event. I mean, I feel like it's perfect. It's ripe for it. And then, you know, then we get into Gen 7 pretty soon. So more bag space is always nice. Again, just unlock it. Just fuck it. 9999 or whatever you want to make.
There's no reason not to.
And I know people that would probably pay $20
Easy.
if you're just like, hey, you can just get unlimited bag space, quote unquote, or 9,999 bag space if you pay $20. And most people are like, that's preposterous. I know people that'll be like, immediately.
Take my money.
Yeah, immediately.
Take it faster.
Maybe someone that likes bag space or Pokemon space because he catches a ton of Pokemon. But really though, no, I mean just unlock it. But either way, boosting it up will be nice, even if it's a slow grind to get in there.
Yes.
I can't imagine they won't sometime soonish. But yeah. So overall, I think GoFest was pretty fun. Like I said, they didn't have to change much. And we were able to kind of get out and actually play a little bit more.
Yeah, like the spawn rate was great.
Yeah. The shiny rate,
lures were great.
Lures
the
were nice.
incense were great.
Yep.
Well, I wish again they just do the people were throwing them left and right, so that's a great part of being in a
The only thing I kind of appreciate about the shorter lures is it gives other people that have lures an opportunity to put a lure
and get that medal.
Because you're just like I go downtown and I see 20 stops have, you know, Jack 1620 and I'm like, oh shit, Jack's downtown. But at the same time, like I have to wait 3 hours to hopefully put my own lure on there, and I have 70 in my bag. I kind of want to use them, and now I just have to.
Who just has 70?
I do. I just throw. I just go over to the park and I throw them up. I'm like, hey, Mungo, go run around. And he's like, I'm tired. I'm not doing anything. And then I'm just like, cool. I brought my dog over here to not catch Pokemon. Nice. But really, though, yeah, because I don't use them that much. I really don't, because I'm not ever in any opportunity to use them. Or rather, I don't go out to play a lot of Pokemon Go. A lot. I do play a lot from home, or I'll go out, or I'll play when I'm out and about shopping, or like maybe if I'm at a restaurant, I'll throw down a stop, a lure on a stop, but I just don't use them much because we haven't had an opportunity to do like what we typically do on Community Day, which I would like that to change soon, and hopefully, keep your
I
eyes
think we'll
peeled.
definitely be
We're
there.
going to be trying to do a Community Day event soon, an in-person one, which will be a lot of fun. We talked about it. We met with the leads not that long ago.
Yeah, I had a
Had a
great
good
happy
little
hour.
happy hour. Thanks for the drink.
Oh yeah.
Though I kept trying to tell her to let me pay for my drink, but
Nope.
we had tacos and drinks, and it was a great time. It was great to see everyone. And I think everyone's kind of on the same boat, or in the same boat of like, hey, we would love to do an event. We would love to dust out the old pin presser,
Oh goodness.
or do some design work or whatever. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But I think it's also just a lot of fun because I have fun playing the game with other people. I really do.
Yeah.
Being able to, spend time with you downtown was a lot of fun. Walk around, do some
Go to T Cloud.
Pokemon Goes. Go to T Cloud, get the random discount because James remembered us, which is great.
Yes.
I was really excited about that. His shop's looking great. Inspired me to
Beautiful.
want to completely redo our basement.
Beautiful.
Things like that. So, my brain just flashed into.
You should have them
what
do
I'm
a
gonna
mural
do.
right there on that wall right there.
I should right here.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
That'd
see
be
what I do
dope.
with that wall. But anyway, point is like, it was a good time, and I was glad to see people, even people I didn't really want to see. I still was happy to know that they're out there and living their best life that they can.
Yeah, I'm like,
Because run into someone, you're like,
I was so quick to
Who
get
are
out of
you?
there. I was like, to win.
oh, that's like, oh wait, that's right, you're here, you
I
exist.
was like, gross.
But like I said, enjoying themselves,
Yeah, no.
living their best
Like
life.
again,
It was a good time.
even if I don't like you, I'm not gonna try to ruin your day. I'm just
I don't like you.
I'm just gonna be in my own.
He doesn't like you either. Or no, it's the other way around. He doesn't like you. I'll be more careful. I don't like you either. You know that's from
Mm-mm.
Star Wars.
God.
New Hope.
Yeah, no.
Of course you won't know that one.
I was like,
But
no.
anyway, point is like it was a good time, and I actually really did enjoy that, and I look forward to being able to do a community day. Hopefully Eevee. If not, we can maybe hit the next one.
We'll hit this one.
We'll hit this one because it's only what 15 days away.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's a couple weeks out.
It'll be easy.
We'll be fine. And then we'll go from there. But GoFest was good. Like I said, I would love to see the changes that we kind of talked about. I can't imagine they won't do some kind of battle pass. Like I said, every game that plays like this has that sort of monetization thing. Hopefully it's not the only thing they do. Hopefully they keep it open. But if you want the battle pass, you can do that. That's what some other ones do. Like, because I don't buy the battle pass for League of Legends or Call of Duty when I play those games.
Yeah.
Because I don't play them enough to warrant me paying the money for it. But
Yeah.
Pokemon Go, I feel like might be an exception to that rule because I can play it intermittently.
Yeah. I know personally, I'm just hoping that August and September just kind of like calms before the Halloween storm and the start of the holiday trifecta. Like just calm and boom.
I would love that.
Go fucking crazy.
Don't see it happen.
That's all I want. Like just calm down.
And inevitably they'll be like,
"Oh, a bunch of shit."
It's August. It's back to school. So some stupid.
What Pokemon would they have?
For back to school.
Would they have Kecleon finally?
Kecleon
Do
would
like
be
an
nice.
art thing?
Oh.
I don't know. They already did Shiny Smargle, but
I was just
Kecleon we're
talking
still
about-
waiting for.
True. We haven't even seen a Kecleon, let alone.
Well, and they had it like that little glitch thing where they showed like an image of something, but
Yeah.
like again, there's still other Pokemon that Niantic could still release.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot they can do.
I
just
feel
like
they're gonna do something with Plusle.
I don't
and
think.
Minun because they had him in the
Minun.
little Minun.
Oh yeah.
They had him in the little like
The
welcome
flash
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
I
just
just something
don't
will
see-
happen with that.
I just don't see Niantic wanting to slow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's my problem.
they're just on their high.
They're just like, yeah, we print money. It is what it is. So these idiots will buy into this and play this, and like, oh, here, what's a shiny Pokemon that people might want? They'll just be like, oh, sprinkle in a little bit of. I can't even think of anything. Here's Hoopa, and here it could be
Yeah.
shiny or something. It's like,
If
oh,
they
I'll
had
do
Shiny
that.
Hoopa immediately,
for
that'd
sure.
be wild.
Yeah,
I'd be impressed.
just release every Pokemon that can be shiny, and like I said, just like
They need to
make
do
it rare.
fucking.
make it hard to get.
They
the
need to
shiny.
do fucking Spearow
Okay.
and Paris again because those fuckers I don't see anymore, and
Yeah,
they
you're
have
not gonna
shiny
see 'em for a
variants. I need that.
What about Bidoof? They did a whole Bidoof event.
Yeah, no.
That's what we got.
I'm done.
So anyway, well, anything else? You got
Nope,
anything
that's
else?
everything.
Hey, we love you guys.
Stay
I
safe,
do
please.
highly recommend looking into getting vaccinated. It definitely helps out. There's a lot of resources out there. We did. I feel a little bit safer. I actually do go out with my mask every now and then.
Yeah.
If I'm going to a public place, just because Delta variants and all the other shit happening. So just whatever you guys do, be safe. We love you.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us on our merry adventures.
Yep.
And have a good one.
Yep.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.